Howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here, and
Brad.
It is July 7th, 2016, Thursday afternoon, and the weather is
Currently in Panacea, Florida. It is 91 degrees, a high today of 93, a real field temperature of 104 degrees.
and low will be 77.
And low will be 77. Yep.
Hopefully it'll rain. We're not sure. You're going to have to move that box on.
No.
Why don't you move that over the other way?
Okay.
You know, or you can put it up on top.
Okay.
Up on the yard. Anyway, yesterday we went through the whole excuse my language, the whole damn thing about Comcast again. We're getting beyond frustrated here. They didn't even have an order for us ever in a computer, evidently. No, there's no router or modem coming. This is the 8th time Brad has called anybody. We've gotten 8 different stories. We've gone through the whole thing of they couldn't make an appointment because the ticket's on a desk. I have never seen an operation that cannot set you up an appointment when you call for any kind of utility. That they have to, have a ticket. What are we, 30 years behind the time here? Where it has to be a handwritten ticket or something?
Yeah.
Well, the first time Brad called, remember, it was, well, look up the thing on the internet, and like, hello, lady, if we had internet. Anyway, like I said, long story short, we went through a couple of times with tickets, and then they were supposed to call back, never did. Then, all of a sudden, it was 2 different people was, guaranteeing that somebody was going to come out here. That never happened, and then all of a sudden the router modem could just be mailed, and then we could just call to have it activated, which I never believed was really going to be the case, because nobody just mails you a router modem if you're not an established customer with them. But anyway, needless to say, that never came, and so Brad called him yesterday, and whole new thing, oh no, they couldn't, they don't do that, especially if you're not an existing customer. But she could set it right up with an appointment. And, she was real nice about it and stuff, so we'll see if this works or not. We told them about it at the clinic, and they all laughed and said, yeah, Comcast is a joke. They gave us names a few other places if it doesn't pan out. So we lay down, took naps yesterday, and sorry if I seem a little irritated. This is the 5th take on this, so if it doesn't work this time, you guys didn't get anything. Like you'd know that if you didn't get anything right, that I'd already tried numerous times, because you wouldn't have anything. Duh. The dumb moment with me. So I made homemade potato salad.
It was good.
And then I sliced up cucumbers, and I used some of that Wishbone Asian ginger vinaigrette. Get it at the Dollar Tree. It's a small bottle, but it did us for 3 meals. It's very, very good on vegetables. Especially if you're not wanting a creamy, something with mayo that could spoil if it sits out unrefrigerated or anything. Not that we're going to leave this sitting out anyway unrefrigerated, but I'm just saying you worry about that in the summertime. Well, most of us do. And I put some lemon and pepper with that, and it's very good. Very refreshing. And a bunch of my friends told me on Facebook that's supposed to really help with water retention stuff, cucumber.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So, honey, can you move that box, please?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want it knocked over because it's all my shipping stuff.
Yeah.
The cat is trying to get through, and the box is in the way, and yada, yada, yada. So, and then Brad made pork ribs. He barbecued them outside. They were very good. Then I did some looming, and I'll show you guys again, because evidently when I'm showing you guys, it didn't ever show up. So, because I wasn't recording, and I thought I was. Again, none of the edges are tucked in. Flowers are not on yet. This is what this one worked up to be. Really like that one. And then this one. And not really showing, but it's like light pinks and lavenders and different blues in there. Really pretty. And then this one is the grays with the pastels, which I really like. And this one is my favorite. I know I'm going to do one for myself out of this and my granddaughter, and then I'm going to make some different ones up for my daughters too. I'll send them all in a bag, and then they can all
fight over.
Yeah. It'll be fun for them anyway. They all have long hair, so, you know. And then I finally did it. I've been trying forever to make a Ruffle Scrunchie. I finally did it. And it's my own pattern. It's nice, thick, and full. And like I said, it opens up like just normal. And this one actually, I'm going to be selling these on Etsy. I'm going to work up some different colors and different ways too. And then this one is going to be in with that order with all the headbands and the hats as a thank you gift. So there's that. Really love it. And I'm working on the 2 hats that go with that order. But I'm going to double up over this cuff, because I'm just making the cuff part right now. I'm going to double it over so it's a little bit thicker of a band, so it'll stay nicer on the head. And then it's going to be a beret style with flowers. So she wants a tan one with either a white or pink flower. I'm probably going to do white, unless I have a pink that looks nice with this. And then she wants a pink one with a black flower. And if you're watching this morning, it's going to have to be a very, very dark, super dark blue, because I don't have any black flowers. I hope that's alright. If you're watching, if you have an alternate color because you really don't want a dark blue, let me know and I'll get back with you. So I had a lot of fun with that. But I was amazed because I loomed for hours and hours. But when I'm really enjoying it, you know, and I am, then I will keep doing it. And I've just got to a point where I can't just sit and not be doing something. I mean, it drives me nuts. I'm used to sitting and looming all the time or doing artwork. So, what else, babe? That's about all for yesterday.
What about the little birdie? Did you talk about that?
Well, that was this morning.
Oh, okay.
We're still on yesterday.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You're getting way ahead of our time travel.
I am. I'm sorry.
Then this morning, we got up and I was sitting outside with Brad, like we do every morning, and I felt something flutter. I saw something out of the corner of my eye fly toward me, and then flutter, you know, and it felt like wings. And then out of my corner of my other eye, I watched it fly off, and I turned my head, and it was a bird. It wasn't a dark brown, it was kind of a medium brown, pretty bird though. And for some reason, it liked my hair and fluttered in it and then laughed. But it didn't poop, so it felt good. It was pretty neat. Didn't have any doctor appointments today because we got there and they said, oh, you know, we've been trying to call you guys, and our doctor had an emergency and with one of their children at school, so they had to leave and everything had to be rescheduled, and that happened. So, but they were super nice because Brad said, well, my wife only has 3 days of LASIK left. And, you know, I'm used to where, quite frankly, the medical profession has this I don't give a damn attitude. That's your problem. They were so nice about it. And they're like, oh, we're going to get her in there. I have an appointment tomorrow at 2. They're like, because, you know, we got to get her going. She can't be without her LASIK and stuff. And I'm like, if you only known. You know, I've probably stretched this out another month over than what I should have with the LASIK. But, you know, you do what you have to. So, and then Brad has one next Wednesday. At what time?
10:45.
Okay. You might want to put that in your calendar, hon.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. That wasn't up there when you did that. I'd gone to sit down. Then my wonderful husband. That would be you. Yeah. said, well, while we're out and about, why don't we go to storage unit? So you know I only had this one skein of ruffle yarn here at the RV. And so I said, oh, sure, you know, because I always like to get out of the house longer anyway. So we went to the storage unit, and bless him, because, you know, those metal storage units get so hot, and it was. And that's when the real fill was 111. And he dug through there. He got out my little peddler exerciser. You guys know it's got the ones with the pedals, and you can either use it on the floor with your feet, or you can put it on a tabletop and use it also for your arms to work out. Well, that would work out perfect in the RV, and that's why I brought it. And then also, I have a link to the seated exercises that does your whole body. That's low impact, easy to do, doesn't take up much room. I'll be doing those here in the RV, in the air conditioning too.
Yes.
So, and you know, so I can do that, you know, start out slowly and then work up, but help throw some water off. I plan on maybe doing, like, one day doing the peddler, the next day doing the seated exercise that does your whole body, you know, and keep going that way. It's important to keep burning some calories every day. I know my doctor's going to yell at me about my A1C and all of that. Probably the blood pressure is high, you know, etc. So it's time to get back on that to get back going on the medication and start feeling better. I said too much about it. I know I said something about it yesterday, but the amount of pain I've been in has been really, really hard, and I have a high tolerance for pain. Like I said, I had both of my children with no epidural, no pain medication, anything. You know,
I didn't have any either.
You didn't have any either? Yeah. Well, no. You wanted to have some when they were teenagers. But one of the ways I cope is music, and then I try not to think about anything else. Put in a happy movie, whatever. The pain is better today. I do remember I didn't fall or anything, and my sciatica nerve is really acting up on the right side. And I think it may be this new chair, even though I love this chair. I'm going to keep using it, but we've got now a seat cushion on top of the seat to help some. That seems to be helping. But my dog, my big mastiff, accidentally slammed into my knee, and he does this. He doesn't mean to. He's a gentle giant. Like my husband says, he's a small dog trapped in a big dog body, and he does this quite often. And I think he kind of extended that knee backwards, and you know that's why it's so bad. And I think maybe the extreme heat got something to do with it too. I mean, we're all just doing the best we can. But my friend No Guts No Glory, check out her channel. Kathy Smith had made a short little video yesterday going where are her cheerleaders while she was on an exercise bike, because you know she has numerous health problems as well, and you know it really encouraged me. And it's like, yeah, you know, we can all, you know, the mobility. Like when I said I wasn't getting enough exercise, it was because I know that, you know, everybody who's staying indoors right now because of the heat, we aren't getting near as much exercise. What are you doing, baby?
Just sitting here.
Why don't you lay down back there?
No.
I know you're really tired. He did not sleep worth a crap last night. He was up till 5:36 this morning. Then he got back up. Why don't you go lay down, huh?
No, I gotta take the dogs out.
Why don't you do that and then lay down? I'd like to see you lay down back there and stretch that back out if you would. If I could put that 10 unit on you.
I can't sleep with that on.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
But, so I just wanted him to kind of go in back and stretch and stuff and lay down for a while, you know, after he lets the dogs out. You know, because you're kind of sitting there falling asleep because you're tired, hon. You know, he hasn't been, that poor guy, I would be glad when he gets in, because, you know, get some help with the pain for a night or something, I don't know, or I don't know what. Anyway, so then we stopped. They don't really have fast food places around where we live, but every convenience store seems to sell. It must be a chain called Crunchy Chicken or something. Or a lot of, I even know it's in Georgia, a lot of the places a lot of the convenience stores had like little mini delis in them. So we stopped there and got lunch, got some fried chicken and a biscuit, and it was good chicken. You know, and the price was really good. So I mean, it was like
$4.69.
Yeah.
For 3 pieces of chicken and a biscuit.
It is a big piece of the chicken. So so tonight we're gonna have breakfast for dinner. You know, and one of the things I want to talk about a little bit is the amount. It's really sad to see the amount of hatred a lot of people exhibit. Just because you don't like somebody, or you find out that maybe you no longer like them or whatever, but the gossiping, the telling of half-truths, the outright lies, you know, and the amount of hatred. It's like, if I don't like somebody, I just leave them alone. You know, I don't talk about them, I don't talk to them, I don't talk about them, I just live and let live. I just leave them alone. But the amount of hatred and, like I said, the gossiping and stuff, it just, to me, it's just purely evil. And it's like, you know, why expend the energy if you don't like somebody? I mean, you know, we're not all going to like each other. You know, I mean, I just don't understand it. I mean, you know, how, you know, people proclaim that they're, you know, they're Christians, and I'm of that same faith. I don't feel a need to proclaim it or anything. I just, you know, I live it. I'm far, far, far from perfect. But to me, proclaiming that you're Christian and just because you go to church doesn't make a hill of beans if you're not going to live that, show by example and live the way you think that you should be lived, according to whatever your religious preference is. You know, but the gossiping and the telling of half-truths and the outright lies and just the pure hatred, that's nothing to do with being a Christian to me, or being of any religious factor. You know, whatever God you preach to or you pray to, I mean, isn't one that you know, ever wants you to do that kind of bullshit. You know, so I just ignore it and rise above it and just, you know, I was taught long ago in grade school, if you don't like somebody, just leave them alone and they'll leave you alone. So, you know, and I mean, just the amount of hatred we have in the world today is more than enough. But we women are really, really super bad about gossiping and showing hatred towards somebody else just because we don't agree with what they say. And it's like, that's why it makes me very leery about trying to make friendships, because the minute you don't agree with somebody, then all of a sudden you're of no use and they start gossiping about you. So be it. You know, I will never be a sheep, and I will never, you know, I never will be that way. So each to their own. I'm going to keep doing my thing. I'm going to keep creating. I'm eager to start some painting. I'll probably start that Saturday night. Like I said, I want to get this order done. This order is going to be shipped out Saturday. You know, and I'm eager to get all this kind of good stuff done. I hope everybody's having a great day. And I hope that you're cool and safe wherever you are. You know, remember to keep hydrating. Remember to check on your elderly. Remember to check on those animals to make sure that those animals that you see out have adequate water and have adequate shade and stuff, because this heat is very hard on the animals also. You know, and just be nice to each other, okay? We don't have to all run around being so damn hateful. I don't get it. I don't get, you know, when somebody's supposed to have been your friend or is your friend, and then you find out that they're running around saying hateful stuff about you. It's like, wow. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and remember that I think you're awesome, and that I cherish your friendship, and talk to you later. Brad can't say bye because he took the dogs out for a walk so that he can take a nap. So, talk to you later. Bye.